this is Ruby. My mother, Sherry, could not be in this. We're sort of feeling pressure for time. We're all a little busy right now. You know, it's July, so everyone's sort of doing stuff. Anyway, wow, the video that I put up, the 7th one, I was amazed at how many views I got, and I read all of the comments, and all of them were way super sweet. Some of them made me laugh. I also noticed that my video made it up on a couple of websites, and they decided to, and a couple of people decided to dubstep my videos. I watched them. It was funny. That was never actually something that I thought of, but trust me, everyone in my family immediately had to go and do just that. It was hysterical. We had a ball. So, but I'm just sort of saying, if you have to make fun of me, I would really appreciate it if you used my older videos where the movements were a little more spastic. Personally, I prefer the 4th and the 5th video where I'm stuttering, because sometimes you can really get it along the beat. Just a note. Anyway, another thing I noticed was the marijuana thing. Now, I understand that this is all like a medical thing, and everyone believes that this is something that would genuinely help me, and I did some research. But on a very personal note, that's not really something I'm interested in, and a lot of doctors had suggested various things that might be equivalent to marijuana, just different drugs and whatnot. And I personally really hate things that mess around with my mood and mess around with my memory. And it's just, I like being me, and I don't like drugs enforcing other things on me. Like, I hated the steroids. And when I first started twitching really bad, the very first time, all the way December of 2008, I was given Valium, and I fought them tooth and nail. I did not want to take it, and so it was awful for me. I had some pretty wicked dreams, but I just really hated it. And I asked a couple of doctors about the marijuana thing, just, you know, just to get their opinion. And they believe that it might help, but only while I'm under the influence of it. They think that once I come off of that high, the twitches will start back up and everything. So, everyone sort of gets the feeling that it's not really worth it. But we do appreciate the suggestions. Trust me, it's always just very, very sweet that everyone is just taking such an interest in my story, and it like really makes me excited when I go on and I see that. It's really cool. Another thing that I want to talk about is something that I never once mentioned on these videos, simply because I didn't really know what to make of it. Right after the whole PEX thing, while I was in the hospital, I started having these bizarre mood swings, and I didn't really know what to make of it. I mentioned different mood swings before in my very first video, how I would suddenly embody this one emotion, but for some reason these are different, and they seem to have hit a pattern we've noticed, that every 9 days I go down again. I go down, and I am just mad. I am terrible. I can't be with people, and it's really wearing on me. I don't talk, I don't eat, I don't sleep, and it's not, and I don't eat and I don't sleep not because I don't want to, it's simply because I can't. I just don't have the appetite. When it's the middle of the night, I'm filled with this sort of manic energy, and I can't do anything. It's incredibly frustrating. But that lasts for about 3 days, and then it takes me 2 days to sort of come out of it. I start to talk a bit more, I start to laugh, and then after that I'm completely fine, I'm completely normal. But right after that, after just a couple of days later, I hit it again, and it's always 9 days, and then 9 days later I'm down again, 9 days later I'm down again. It is bizarre, and that's really why there's these huge gaps in videos. It's because right after I'm done with being so miserable, I'm so happy I want to go out and live life, and so the videos just sort of fall to the wayside because it's cool.
And you also get sleepy.
And yeah, I get sleepy. Once I come out of the mood, it hits me on how hungry and how exhausted I am. And so I sleep and I eat. And I really need to catch up on it, and I sort of turn nocturnal because of this. It is bizarre. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. The movements have diminished. Ooh, I actually stopped twitching twice for like only a couple of seconds, but I actually stopped, and that was way cool. And that was just sort of something I noticed, and it was way amazing. Unfortunately, I have gone over 20 weeks of twitching, and so, you know, I'm tired. But the fact that I actually stopped is amazing, and I've gotten enough control to type on the computer and to make sandwiches, and so I'm getting it all back. It's incredibly slow, but surely, and so I guess the next step is to hope that these mood swings go away. And finally, at the last, the twitches. Anyway, thank you all for your support. It makes me way super happy. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Next time, I'll be still. I promise.